today. From FedEx Field in Landover, Maryland, it's Week 1 of the NFL on EA Sports.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. And they'll be led out by their veteran quarterback in season number 16 of the NFL. It's Ryan Fitzpatrick.
He's one of those guys that's been around the block a few times in the NFL. And at this stage in his career, when he lacks in big playability, he more than makes up for it in veteran leadership, a real knowledge of the game, and being a terrific locker room presence.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Ball carrier.
CD, you take a look at this draft class from this offense, and they went defense with their first-round pick.
Yeah, and you and I both know there are a lot of good players on that list, but this was a defense that was in need of an infusion of youth and speed, and that's what they got.
On second down, it's Gibson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
He's brought down.
And they'll look to avoid an early 3-and-out here on 3rd and 4.
3rd and 4.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. And that is incomplete.
Fitzpatrick's pass.
That's an excellent job right there on 3rd down. Like any defense, you never want to let them get anything started, and that would have been a first down. Instead, you saw the contact on time, no penalty, and before this drive could get wings, it's 4th down.
A 41-yard punt there with no return. And the Eagles will have it, taking over 1st and 10. Now we get a look at Jalen Hurts, the surprise second-round pick back in April, as he gets set to operate this Philadelphia Eagles offense.
I know Eagles fans weren't exactly thrilled with the selection of Jalen Hurts in the 2nd round, but they needed a big-time backup if they want to go deep in the playoffs. And he was 38-4 as a starter in college at both Alabama and Oklahoma, and was the runner-up for the Heisman Trophy last year. 43 career rushing touchdowns. He can throw it, and he can move.
And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Rookie to rookie on the hook up there, and it's a 1st down.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice 1st down. Drive keeps moving.
Bringing him down there, Jonathan Allen.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
He's going to take off with it. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45.
He was brought down at the
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st. Some early fireworks from this rookie quarterback getting the start in week 1.
And every time a rookie quarterback gets to start week 1, you and I both know the extra attention that comes with it. We know that he's going to throw the football, but will he make the right decisions? And in this case with his legs, he showed the defense there's an extra dynamic to his game.
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 36. And now off to the races down the right side.
Touchdown.
And he will bring this one back. It is a pick 6 for a Washington touchdown.
Coaches preach all the time about opportunities and taking advantage of them, and he did exactly that. I used to have a coach told us all the time, a lost opportunity is never regained. Well, no regrets here. He picked that one off and took it to the house.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line. So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
16 yards right off the bat and a first down. Well, no matter your experience level as a quarterback, you throw an interception on that first drive, maybe a little shaken up. Nice response there to get their first down.
I think you make an excellent point. I don't care who you are. You throw an interception, it's going to get to you a little bit. But the ones that we've seen that are the best, you never notice it. They don't come to the bench, throw their helmets. They don't do any of that. They just go back out the next drive and act like it never happened. And that's what we're seeing here.
Jimmy Moreland there on the stop. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. Off the edge, the sack by Matt Ioannidis.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big. But sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
You know, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz. And even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
Help me out, partner. Did they use up all their juice on 2nd down when they got the sack? Because on 3rd down, zero pressure all the time in the world, and he picks up the first down with that throw.
And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. There's Jalen Reagor, his first NFL catch. Touchdown, Philadelphia! Jalen Reagor, his first NFL reception, goes for 6. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. And on that one, able to catch it, also able to have the wherewithal to take it in for the score.
And how about the phases of a successful catch and a completion of a play? Look the ball in, secure the catch, and then, of course, the run after the catch that ends up in the end zone.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will make it into the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Now Washington going to retake the field for drive number 2. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That, too.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll try the left side. Gibson. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
Right back to him on first down. And this time they were ready for him as he's taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Down by
Avery Williamson there to make the stop.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 47-yard line.
A run here for J.D. McKissick. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for a stop on 3rd down. They will run it. It's McKissick. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Call it a gain of 5. 4th down now.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They get this out quickly to the left side. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on 4th. On first down, it's Gibson. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11.
2nd and 11 at the Eagles' 38-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. He throws and he hits the slant route to Thomas. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 27-yard line. 11 more yards there, and this methodical drive continues. They'll run on first down. Gibson. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
At the 16-yard line.
Hey, 5-0, 52 and 56, 52 and 56. Go.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. He was brought down by Eric Wilson. 2nd and 7 with our score tied at 7, but they're planning to change that soon. Only question, will they get 3 or 6 out of it? A carry now for McKissick. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6. Well, we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play. That's a good job there by the corner. And we do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
And Hopkins' kick is good. And it's 3-0 Washington. So they get the field goal, but that was a 14-play drive to get through.
It's like you're going negative on me.
I was.
Sounds like you think the three is just not that good.
And people say that we're negative sometimes. So.
Well, here's the deal. Getting the three is good. Obviously, you would think on a 14-play drive you're going to get 6 out of it. But that type of a drive can pay dividends later on because you might wear the defense down.
Philadelphia's offense ready to give us another look. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
At the 34-yard line.
10-7 our score after 1 right here on EA Sports.
Eagles 7.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's second and a yard from the 34. Sanders here as they run out of the gun. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Hurts. And he's got his man on the out route. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. And they'll employ the jumbo set now on 2nd and 1. Play action. Here's Hurts. He's going to loft one deep left side here. That's caught inside the 20.
Hurts pass.
And he's a long ways into Washington territory before hitting the turf. That one good for 37 yards.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk-reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. You have to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. He's credited with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Matthew Ioannidis able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Well, that's the 2nd time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
An extra man in the secondary for Washington on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the tackle made at the 13. He is well short of the first.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up. Keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. The kick by Elliott is good. And that will knot us up at 10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
We remind you lots more to come here in this opening weekend of the Return to Football 2020. Coming up later tonight, it's the national debut of SoFi Stadium in Southern California. The Cowboys and the Rams doing battle there. And then two more to finish off the week on Monday Night Football. The Steelers and Giants from MetLife Stadium and the Titans and Broncos from Mile High. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27.
First and 10 at the 47.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. They let the rushers get upfield and get the escorts in front, meaning the offensive linemen, other blockers out in front, completed the pass beautifully. So now you've got all that open space with big guys leading the way.
On first down, it's Gibson. He'll get it to the 40. Broke a tackle there to get some extra yardage. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the 40-yard line.
They'll run with McKesson. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
They go play action. Fitzpatrick. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
They'll try and run for it. He needed a couple, but he didn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Even though they didn't get it, probably the right call. Too long for a field goal and just not a whole lot to gain from a punt there.
Yeah, you wouldn't have really netted very much yardage if you pumped the ball, right? And the thing about a field goal, and you know this from so much experience, the longer the field goal, the lower it comes out off the kick, right? Which means it's got a better chance of being blocked. So you're taking a chance either way. I like the fact they went for it. Partner, I remember a coaching friend of mine used to tell his running backs before games, make sure you run and jog with your offensive line in pregame. Get used to the ground shaking when those big behemoths start to create space for you up front. He did a pretty good job of just following those guys through there for a nice explosive run.
Sanders has the 1st down and much more. And finally taken down at the 34. It's a pickup of 17 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll throw on 1st down with Hurts. They'll roll him out right. And he's going to keep it here. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
And an Eagle 1st down.
Here's Hurts to throw. Steps away to his left. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down.
Jalen Hurts.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yardage and digging themselves a hole that they can't get out of.
Throwing is Hurts. This short throw caught by Goddard. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Chase Young in there to drop him, and that will go in the books as the 1st sack of his young NFL career. Congratulations, young man.
On for the field goal. A 40-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead.
Eagles 13, Washington 10.
No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
A look at Washington as they come onto the field. And on that last drive, went for it on 4th, turned it over. A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
On 2nd down now, it's Gibson. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? He really hasn't been able to get on track running the football, averaging less than 4 yards a carry.
Yeah, I think that they're going to enjoy the film session because all the defenders are filling their proper gaps on just about every play. And you know what they always say for a defensive coach? When I click off this film, I better see 11 jerseys in the picture going after the ball carrier.
Hard throw, incomplete.
Speed is the name of the game when it comes to RPOs, and sometimes you can be a little too quick, thus inaccurate, incomplete.
His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Scott to return it. It'll be a 44-yard punt, 6 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. He's playing pretty well. I don't think it's necessarily him changing up something he's doing, but that O-line, they've got to protect him better.
They do. They've got to make sure that they give him more than enough time in order to find targets downfield. And sometimes what happens when these things are going on is that the field general will step up and say, hey, that's on me, guys. I didn't get rid of it fast enough. Anything to try and relax them a little bit and take some pressure off because they do know that they are trying.
Yeah, well, we've seen the 4 sacks so far in this contest. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Give him 14 on that one and a 1st down.
1st down, Eagles.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Hurts fumbles it. And it's Washington that scoops it up. Look at this, middle of the field, a breakaway. And he gets it back into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery leading to a Washington touchdown.
Washington.
So this defense clicking early in the year, week 1, the return for a touchdown.
The organization made a concerted effort in the offseason to improve this defense. I have to say they like the early returns.
And his kick is good. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way, the fumble return for a touchdown. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Taken about 7 yards deep. And it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return. Now back to work for Miles Sanders in the Philly offense. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Now here's a throw that's complete. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27. They'll get to the line here, but remember, it's also 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. First down now, but the clock continues to move. But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home. Chase Young in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
On 3rd down, they turn to Sanders. Room to run past midfield. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. A big play there just before halftime. 41 yards on the ground. So all of a sudden with that run, maybe now a chance for points here.
It's a total mind shift, isn't it? Because what you were saying before was, hey, let's just get out of here, get the half over with. Instead, we can get some points now.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. This will be caught inside the 10. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. So it's 1st and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Now they'll throw here out of the gun to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
2nd and 9 now. The quick slant caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown.
Jalen Reagor making quite a splash with his 2nd touchdown in his NFL debut. And once again, the Eagles are back out in front.
His kick is
And he's able to put it through. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told. And it was capped off by an Eagles touchdown. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Now this will make it into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Out comes Washington's offense as they get set to take over here. And what do you think goes on here in this situation? If you got the football, you're trailing, you're back in your own territory with just a little time. Do you try something?
You're thinking about jump-starting your team, right? You just mentioned it. They're down. They're trying to get back into the game. But you've got to figure if something goes wrong, you may have put yourself in a spot where you may not be able to come back in the second half. Managing risk, this is a big decision here.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Fletcher Cox there for the tackle. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend as we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. And welcome back to football, everybody. We've got a full slate of 16.
All right, we will save the Week 1 highlights and apparently get right back to the action here in the third. We'll see if week one fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken in the end zone. And he will not bring it out. It's a touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the third quarter. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the number one thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action. Now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad. He would have kept it on the ground.
8
yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
8 yards on the pickup brings up second and 2. At the 33-yard line.
Another run with Sanders. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Second and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
And he'll get this up to about the 40.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And he will find his man on the outside. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. 5 catches for him in that first half, and that's number 6 that we just saw, and also a first down.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground. And
he's got daylight. The 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Miles Sanders, the ball.
Miles Sanders, 51 yards. And the Eagles had 6 to their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
Jake Elliott.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Takes this about 5 yards deep. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Takes over first and 10. At their own.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he will take this down to the 10-yard line.
By the Eagles.
That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. And now they are in prime position, first and goal after the interception and return. They'll look to make it pay off for 6 points. And he's going to bull his way down to about the 1-yard line. Give him 9 yards on the carry there, a good run. And now second and goal. Second and goal from the 1. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he is not going to get in as the big bodies stop him at the 1. He tried to break that plane but couldn't get there, and that's going to leave him now at third and goal. A big play if you think about it right now in this season opener. It's third and goal. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. That's Jerome Payne with a sack that time.
This offensive line flat out cannot handle this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of 7 sacks in this game thus far.
A 24-yard attempt.
The kick by Elliott is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
Eagles 30.
So 3 field goals that he's hit. Now this last one helps him stretch out the lead.
He's been solid, hasn't he? And he lives up to the adage that every offensive coach has ever said to us. We want to end every possession with a kick, right? For them, it's either extra point, field goal, or at worst, a punt. In this case, it's been 3s.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
And Washington going to come back out here to take over offensively. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 25-yard line.
Here's a quick throw out wide to Humphries. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. 7 yards there and a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
51 to Mike, boy, 51. It's just me and you. It's just me and you.
From the gun, Fitzpatrick. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
Terry McLaurin. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 37-yard line.
To the air again, Fitzpatrick. Being chased out left. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
3rd and long for Ryan Fitzpatrick. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The defense shaking their heads, not aggressive enough, and they allow them to convert a 3rd and 18.
47-yard line.
Fitzpatrick now to throw on 1st down. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
The tackle made back.
Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. Here's McKissick. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. On 3rd down, Fitzpatrick. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
And I believe that that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Fourth down, Fitzpatrick. That's Samuel, caught left side. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. So a decent gain, but all for naught on the penalty.
It's too bad, isn't it? They were feeling pretty good about it. The only people celebrating, the guys who just gave up that play.
And now the punter, Tress Way, as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken just outside the 20-yard line. Well, pretty woeful there, just 23 yards on the punt. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. And he'll complete this one to Fulgham. 7 yards there and a first down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air. And sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect.
10 yards there and an Eagle first down.
But you said it earlier in the quarter when we saw a broken tackle then that we might see some missed tackles here early on in week 1, and that's another one right there.
Yeah, not a surprise at all. It will even out as the season extends because everyone will get used to the play speed. But right now, here in the early season, the advantage definitely goes to the offense.
They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
We're holding on to the lead at this stage in the second half. Those are the types of plays you really want to try and stay away from.
And when you're a rookie, keeping your focus is something that you still have to work on all the time because there's so many distractions around you between the crowd noise and your coaches and your teammates. But the other part, you got to learn how to finish. The 2 F's for a rookie quarterback.
The first down screen pass, good for 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
On 2nd down, it's Gibson. He's got the first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. He's making quite a splash here in his NFL debut.
Well, he was advertised as being NFL ready, and both you and I tend to arch an eyebrow a little bit when we first hear that, but I think that they were right about this one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And Washington able to capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
And he puts it through.
Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a 1-score, 6-point game. Fielded in the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Now Philadelphia ready to get going on offense again. Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Sanders, the ball carrier.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. They'll go again with Sanders.
Miles Sanders, the ball carrier. Taken down at the 41.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now Sanders. And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
The ball carrier.
5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Now a throw here on 2nd down, and that's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line. It's 39. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. They run the option here on 1st and 10. A little juke. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. 25 yards to pick up there, and also a first down.
I think we're seeing the effect that runs like that are starting to have on this game. They're a little bit slower, that front seven, reacting to the football, almost like body blows in boxing, slowing them down, and they're really starting to take over in this game.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And quickly finding Rager. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. From the 5 now, 2nd and a yard. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown.
To Joshua Perkins.
A 5-yard touchdown. And the Eagles add on to their lead. They have to love seeing that from their young quarterback here in the 4th quarter, able to further that lead with a touchdown pass.
He didn't go turtle, did he? And you know what I mean by that. I had an old coach used to say all the time, hey, when we have a lead late, don't just tuck in and try and ride it out. Go out and play and extend the lead. And that's what he did.
And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Defensively, certainly not fooled there. Play started at the 2, and he was tackled at the 2.
That has to feel good for them. Not happy about having given up the touchdown, but stopping the 2-point conversion gives them a little bit of a lift as they head to the bench.
At their own 25.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt. When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right. They did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game. They've got to get there twice to make sure they have a chance to win.
Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
At the 43-yard line.
Working out of the gun, Fitzpatrick. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
3rd down. Fitzpatrick. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD.
Jake Elliott.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth-quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
43.
Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 19-point game. Taking it about the 1. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
Stroman on the return. Washington will take over 1st and 10.
So out comes Washington's offense to take over. And whatever promise they showed in the preseason has not translated into week 1 because they have not been particularly competitive here at home, no less. So these fans just kind of beside themselves right now. Back to it after the pick-6. Fitzpatrick. Now they go screen. It's complete. A nice little screen. They get 6 on 1st down. Decent start to the drive, but let's face it, they need a lot of things to go right in a short amount of time down 3 scores.
Yeah, they're going to run their 2-minute offense here in this game, but this is for future games. Can they get better and be ready for the next time, hopefully with a chance to win?
Now this one over the middle into the hands of his tight end, complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down.
At the 38-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Fitzpatrick. That's going to be caught by Samuel. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. It'll go as a pickup of 14 and a Washington 1st down.
At the 48-yard line.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he has another 1st down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 32-yard line. They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington 1st down. That's now 4 completions in a row. A good bounce back following the interception last drive.
Certainly not letting it affect him, that's for sure. And we all know interceptions are going to happen. So the big trick, don't let it affect you going forward. Most of the good quarterbacks, they just tell the ball boy, get that one out of the rotation, give me a fresh ball, and let's go. He's got his offense moving again.
And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Washington. J.D. McKissick, 32 yards. And Washington able to cut into that deficit. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. But oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. Taken about 7 yards deep, and no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
26.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
A gain there of 30 big ones. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Shotgun snap and then the give to Sanders. They're going to snuff this play out behind the line. We have have not seen that much today. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they've got it going today.
They'll wind up with positive yardage. It's a gain of 3, but now it's third down.
A 3-yard gain on the play brings up third down.
From the gun, it's Hurts. He's going to drop this down to Sanders. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. 14 yards there and an Eagle first down.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Hurts. And on the catch right side, this is Sanders.
Hurts pass.
That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off at the 17. And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
19 yards there on the catch and run. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Let's go. Check it out, Reed. Wait.
Operating from the gun. Fitzpatrick. Pass caught left side by Humphries. 7 yards, the pickup on the pitch and catch. Fourth quarter, every drive so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
Fitzpatrick throwing complete, and he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
Fitzpatrick on first down. And yet again, it's Humphries. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25.
Washington.
A good pick up there of 20 yards.
1st and 10.
Good yardage on the completion there. And when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. Give him 7 on the play, and it'll make it a second down. So 5 plays on this drive, Charles. All passes, all completions. And just like that, they're in the red zone.
And don't you think the playbook opens up a little bit more now? Because all they've done is throw the football. If you want to run it now, you may very well have them fooled.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Call it no gain that time, as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. From the gun, Fitzpatrick. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy.
Watch the slip. Watch the slip. Hey, chill. Mike 51.
Fitzpatrick to throw for it on 4th down. And no, it's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Eagles defense able to hold. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he'll take this one up to about the 23. Whistles now and a timeout. So defensively, they burn it here with 1:51 left. So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Another run here with Sanders. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. 11 yards there, 1st down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a 1st down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
On 2nd down now, it's Sanders. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
3rd down.
So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And, partner, I must say, good to see you again. Been too long. And it's good to have football back, isn't it?
Didn't you see me in preseason? Weren't we together in preseason?
Yeah, but preseason, you know, it's preseason. This is week 1.
Oh, you're trying to say real football.
Yeah, real football.
Not preseason football
Yeah.
where we shake down the rosters and figure out who's going to play, and maybe the starters don't play as much. Now it's the frontline guys from the first whistle.
Yeah, I tuned you out in the preseason. And now I'm listening to you. So for Philadelphia, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road.